Toyota is developing a new engine that it claims will change the entire automobile industry game. We are working with government to create infrastructure, pursuing emissions-free technologies. While the whole world is blindly running in the race of electric cars, there is one company that is quietly moving in a different direction, and that is Toyota. While other automakers have accepted EV as the only way of the future, Toyota has done what no one had even imagined. Their engineers have created an engine that has shaken the foundation of the entire EV market. Now the question arises, has Toyota discovered some truth that remained hidden from other companies? Is this just technical stubbornness, or is there a big vision hidden behind it? Let's explore the strategy that has brought a new twist in the EV race, and you'll be surprised to know about it. Before we go into details, subscribe to the channel so that you can get technology updates first. Today, Tesla, BYD, and many leading companies in the world are considering electric vehicles as the solution of the future and are rapidly investing in that direction. Governments are also making subsidies and policies to promote EVs. But the reality is that in the current situation, the whole world is not ready to fully adopt EVs at once. The biggest challenge is the charging infrastructure. Even today, there are not enough charging stations in many cities and rural areas. On the other hand, metals used in EV batteries, such as lithium and cobalt, are rare and expensive, and their mining affects both the environment and human rights. Apart from this, the availability of electricity and the capacity of the grid are also in question. If crores of people start charging EVs simultaneously, the current energy system may collapse. Electric vehicles still prove to be limited in long-distance travel, heavy cargo transportation, and cold areas. Therefore, the reality today is that EVs are definitely a part of the future, but they are not the solution for everyone and everywhere. Today, Toyota is not hopping on the electric bandwagon like other car makers. While brands like Ford, Volkswagen, and Mercedes are racing to ditch gas-powered cars and go fully electric, Toyota is hitting the brakes and saying, "Hold up, let's think this through." Why does Toyota think the world isn't ready to go all in on electric vehicles just yet? They're worried that pushing everyone to EVs too fast could backfire, leaving people with fewer affordable or practical options. Instead of chasing the EV hype like Tesla or Rivian, Toyota is taking a different road, one that says electric cars aren't the only answer. Now don't get it twisted, Toyota isn't scared of change. These are the folks who brought us the Prius back in 1997, the world's first big-deal hybrid car. That was a game-changer. The Prius mixed gas and electric power, paving the way for cleaner cars when EVs weren't even a thing. Toyota's been innovating for decades, just not always in the way people expect. So why is Toyota dragging its feet on EVs? Some say they're just protecting their business. Others think they're onto something. Toyota is betting on hybrids and even hydrogen power instead of going all electric. They believe this mix keeps driving practical and affordable for more people, especially in places where charging stations or EV batteries aren't ready for prime time. Back in 2021, Toyota made a bold move that got people talking. At the COP26 Climate Summit, automakers were asked to sign a pledge to stop selling gas-powered cars by 2040. Most jumped on board. But Toyota? They said, "Nah, we're good." Instead of going all in on electric vehicles, Toyota promised to keep working on EVs and other tech like hybrids and hydrogen. They weren't ready to bet everything on EVs alone. This choice stirred up some serious drama. Critics were like, "Toyota, what's the deal? You gave us the Prius, the hybrid superstar, and now you're pumping the brakes on EVs?" People accused them of holding back progress, but Toyota stood their ground. And here's where it gets interesting. They had some solid points. Toyota's argument: the world isn't ready to go full EV yet, and rushing into it could cause more problems than it solves. While places like California, the EU, Canada, and Australia are making big plans to ban new gas cars by 2035, Toyota is waving a caution flag. Sure, those laws sound great for the planet, but there's a catch. Not every country is set up for EVs. Toyota sells cars in over 200 countries, and many of them don't have enough charging stations, reliable electricity, or the cash to support electric cars. Imagine trying to drive an EV in a place with no chargers or spotty power. It's a recipe for frustration. Toyota is saying, let's not leave millions of drivers high and dry by forcing EVs before the world's ready. And Toyota, they're not just about selling cars. They're focused on making sure people can still get around, especially in places where the power grid is shaky or gas is easier to come by than electricity. Going all electric sounds cool, but it's not practical everywhere. Now let's zoom in on a key player, Akio Toyoda, Toyota's former CEO, who was in charge until 2023. This guy wasn't your typical suit. Unlike other car company bosses, he spoke his mind. And boy, did he shake things up. Toyota wasn't anti-EV. He made that clear. But he didn't think electric cars were the perfect fix for every driver out there. He called out the EV hype, warning that pushing them too fast could lead to big headaches. While other companies were racing to keep up with Tesla, Toyota was doubling down on hybrids, hydrogen-powered cars, and even better gas engines. Instead of going all in on EVs, they explored options that didn't force everyone to ditch combustion engines completely. This approach ruffled feathers. Industry bigwigs and environmental groups weren't thrilled, accusing Toyota of dragging its feet. But Toyota didn't budge. They believed mixing different technologies, hybrids, hydrogen, and improved gas engines, was the smarter way to cut emissions while keeping cars affordable and practical for everyone. Toyota is playing the long game, positioning itself as the go-to brand for people who need options beyond EVs. But let's keep it real. This is a risky move. If EVs take over faster than Toyota thinks, they could get left in the dust. But if the switch to electric hits roadblocks, like spotty charging networks or sky-high costs, Toyota might just be the one saying, "Told you so." Toyota is rolling out a new 2025 crossover, and it's got people buzzing. While everyone's obsessed with electric vehicles right now, Toyota is cooking up a different plan, one that might just shake things up. But to get why Toyota is so into this alternative, we got to dig into the not-so-glamorous side of EVs, the hidden bumps in the EV road. EVs are all the rage. You can't watch TV without seeing a sleek new electric car zooming across the screen, promising a futuristic, eco-friendly ride. Governments are hyping them up, pledging to phase out gas cars for good. At first glance, EVs seem like the ultimate weapon against climate change and pollution. But there's a catch, and it's not getting enough airtime. Toyota is not alone in raising an eyebrow. Even EV fans are starting to ask some real-talk questions. Are electric cars really as green as they seem? Can we even make enough batteries for everyone to drive an EV? What happens when millions of cars plug in at once? Will the power grid hold up?